Okay, let's get started. Let's get started. What am I doing? Okay, where were we? Part 9. The Dreadful Truth? Make it simple for me. Twins run along a damaged corridor, followed by the Visitor and the repurposed Belly Ash.
The power control room is up this staircase. We must travel another 80 meters forward, turn left, and then reach the room at the end of the corridor. Our present speed may not be sufficient given the threat Maxim poses to the facility. Comrade, would you allow me to carry you?
If that's what's needed.
Damn, Burton needs to exercise, man. Sleek robot bends down to scoop the Visitor into her arms and then launches into a forward sprint. Crash of scraping metal thunders above them.
Structural failure imminent. Please brace for impact. The sudden lockdown of that doorway is unlikely to have been accidental. Maxim may be aware of our approach. Comrade Doctor, are you hurt?
I'm fine. It's only the dust.
Apologies, comrade. I will attempt to warn you should I perform a slide of that nature in the future.
It's quite all right. Let's just keep moving.
There's another thundering sound above them, but this one is different, like heavy footsteps.
Warning, large heat signature approaching from above.
A heavily armed belly ash drops down through the ceiling. Right stands in front of left, shielding her companion from the debris.
Scanning. Heavy firepower detected. Another belly ash variant adapted by Maxim. Defensive matrices engaged.
Okay. Um... I'm not gonna lie, I just go with it.
There is time still to avoid this fate.
It's not the right team, but it is what it is. Hacking the collective and now upgrading robots. With high-powered weapons. He has the makings of a brilliant engineer, so why bother with journalism, with the Journalism Act? May not be an act, comrade. Proliferation of advanced robotics throughout Soviet society has meant people across many professions have the time and access to master mechanical design. All the same, it seems he learned a lot from his father.
Calculate, simulate.
Ross stands firm against the tide of egotism.
Sacrifice holds meaning only in its warning. Life is delicate and easily lost.
See how they oscillate. Decrypt the cosmos.
In memory of the dead.
Henceforth, virtue alone shall be my... I pledge my loyalty
Polymer
to
release
you and my
function
father.
engaged. Repolymerizing.
Ah, what a victory! And what a metaphor! I have to put quota paper and send this off to the publishers.
Temporary lab has been built in the corner of the assembly shop.
We have 2 unused thought devices to examine before we poke around in anyone's head.
That's already a good thumbnail.
Let me see them.
P3 reaches out his gloved hand toward Mesmer Jr. so Charles can interact with thought devices directly.
This device appears to be around 3 grams heavier than its technical specifications.
Go on then. Let's poke around inside.
As you say, Major.
Charles' tentacles inspect the device and find a narrow gap between the shell and the plate. Shell splits open.
That is unusual.
Charles raises the shell with 2 tentacles, displaying its insides to the others.
This residue shouldn't be here.
I do believe we've discovered our smoking gun.
So, what is it?
See that? Something broke apart when we opened it up, spilling out this gunk.
Allow me to conduct a quick analysis. It's a synthetic compound. A dissolving capsule made of polymer-soluble material with a biogel inside. Oh, I understand now.
Understand what? Enough with the suspense.
Simply put, I believe Maxim inserted a capsule of polymer-soluble material into these thought devices. Once it makes contact with the user's own polymer, the capsule begins to degrade, breaking with time or pressure, until it releases its contents directly into their bloodstream.
Make it simple for me, Chuck.
It's a poisonous time bomb.
So, when it goes off, it shoots a crazy pill straight into their brains?
We'll need to do further tests to determine its full effects, but it's possible that the toxin may ultimately be fatal.
We don't
see.
have time for empty speculation, gentlemen. May I take a look?
Go for it, Mesmer. The investigation continues. P3 stands tapping his foot, impatiently craning his neck away from the operation table. He's been reduced from soldier to Charles' glorified lab chair.
We done yet? I'm getting a cramp standing like this.
Almost. Hold me higher. I can't see the screen.
Yeah. What did I do to deserve this? I should be out there smashing heads.
You are a vital asset to this operation, Major. I couldn't have done this without you.
Oh, gee. You gonna make me tear up, Charles?
I think I've isolated the substance. Do you recognize this molecular structure, X?
No. It could be that this molecular structure is unique to the science of this world. Maybe we can preserve a sample for study back at Laplace.
You do understand your life may depend on this, don't you? Is there a chemist here? We're having trouble identifying this substance.
I can help. I have a doctorate in medicinal biochemistry.
You did seem to be an expert in intoxicants. Have you sobered up yet?
Call me a drunk if you like, but I'm a drunk that got invited to this international summit. Now show me the damned report. I thought you said you were scientists. This one was almost trivial. Even a high schooler could identify it. Oh, but this is a tricky one. Its structure looks similar to adamantane. It's a novel kind of synthetic neurotoxin. Quite brilliant, in fact. Maxim could have gotten a patent certificate from the Discovery and Invention Committee.
Focus, please. You're all in serious danger.
I can make a list of compounds that may help neutralize the toxin, but there's no way to guarantee anything. In an ideal clinical environment, we would run trials to determine effective antidotes. Are there any lab animals here?
If only we'd invited Medicine Pocket along.
Wow.
I doubt we'll be able to find any living animals here. We'll have to test the reactivity on blood samples. Maybe we can collect it from the scientists that have died.
I would advise against that. There are too many variables in testing blood from deceased subjects. We need living cellular tissue.
Hold on a minute. Isn't there an obvious fix for all of this?
Major, I assure you, if there were, we would have thought of it before now.
Hear me out. Why don't we just rip these things off of everyone's head before they can release the poison?
Absolutely not.
Maxim accounted for that particular possibility, unfortunately. The capsule is purposefully fragile. Once it's been connected, any kind of tampering with the device is likely to break it early. It's an ingenious trap.
You see, Major? It's too risky. We could end up hastening their descent into madness rather than saving them.
Simply put, we do more harm than good.
Okay, got it. Just figured I'd make sure we weren't missing the obvious. Now what? Do we just hope no one dies between now and whenever we can round up some guinea pigs?
Actually, Major, you might just have inspired me. In absentia of any cavia porcellus, we do have the next best thing.
Mesmer shoots a sudden frown at X, already guessing at his plan.
You're crazy.
We extract a reduced dosage of the neurotoxin and inject it into me. Then, we test out the antidote systematically until one works.
You already sound insane.
This is madness! Interesting. Symptoms. A noble cause may call for sacrifice. Vengeance demands it.
Gutsy move. But are you sure about this kid? Besides, how do we know your device hasn't already triggered? If we inject more of that stuff into you, even an antidote might not be enough.
It's the best solution I can see. Given I only became polymerized earlier today, I should be especially sensitive to a polymer-based poison. My reaction will be easiest to observe in small, controlled doses. It's what Madame Lucy would do.
No, it isn't. She would never approve of such an irresponsible act of self-sacrifice. Nor will I. Let's just hope that Vertin can convince Maxim to give up an antidote. I won't allow you to gamble your life on this while there is still a chance to find the solution another way.
The argument has drawn the attention of a still sane scientist.
Sorry, miss, but I think your colleague is right. Dangerous as his plan is, we don't have time to wait. Every minute that passes, more of us could be exposed.
This is exactly what I was afraid of, X. Your irresponsible nature is practically infectious. You just had to drag this whole world down with that special brand of arcanist madness.
Hold on, Mesmer. I didn't set off this chain of events. Call me a mad scientist if you like, but I don't deserve the blame for what's happening here.
I don't care who's to blame. I still won't let you do this to yourself.
This isn't the time to argue, kids. Maybe you're infecting me with arcane madness, or maybe the poison already got to my head. Doesn't matter. I'll do it. I'll be your guinea pig. Besides, I've put myself through regular trials of intoxication for most of my life. What's another neurotoxin?
That's not the point.
No, it's not. The point is that I'm not letting a kid put himself on the line on my account. My vision's starting to get blurry. Good bet I'm already exposed, so let's get on with it.
If that's the case, we may as well try. But I'm not happy with it.
Okay.
All right, nice and tight.
After confirming that Ethan is securely tied, Mesmer Jr. takes out an injector that she brought from Applause. Using a familiar tool makes her feel a little more at ease.
Hey, kid. You don't have to do this yourself if you don't agree. It's a simple injection.
Shush. I'm the only other person here with medical experience. I would never have allowed anyone to do this back home. I guess I'm the mad scientist now.
Mesmer Jr. stabs a needle onto Ethan's arm, pushing the plunger down in a slow, even release.
Your body temperature is rising, likely a reaction to the toxin or the antidote. How do you feel?
My limbs are numb, and my eyes are losing focus. Feels like I'm staring up at the northern lights.
First antidote not working. We'll observe you over the next 5 minutes and then try the next one.
Mesmer?
What now? We're doing what you wanted, aren't we? Just leave me to my work.
I want to see even more story with Mesmer. Again, like, her anecdote was super good. I would like to see more. Esme Jr. tries not to lose her temper as she looks back at X.
The antidotes could react to each other if applied on the same subject. So, why not try the next one on me? It's about time. I'm beginning to experience symptoms. Diplopia, nausea, the works.
You better come back with a solution, Burton.
Burton. You better come back. Come back. The belly ash that crashed through the ceiling is now lying on the ruins it created.
Combat concluded. No signs of injury or damage. We should return to our mission, comrades.
It's at this moment that she notices a slight inconsistency between the twins' movements.
Left. Are you alright?
Running diagnostic.
Are you hurt?
Negative. Test complete. All systems functioning. The breach in the ceiling will allow us to compensate for lost time. Transport mode activated.
Let's sweep her companion into her arms again, preparing to jump up from the belly ash's remains.
Again, please brace for impact.
Not to worry. I feel quite safe in your arms.
I am pleased to hear that, Comrade Doctor.
Left nods at her companion. She then jumps nimbly through the hole in the ceiling to reach the second floor. One lights flash at the airtight door. As the airtight door creaks open, illuminating the power control room.
Please be careful, comrade. We advise you to stay outside of the room until it is secured.
That must be why Sechenov always preferred the company of robots. Always ready to sacrifice themselves for the good of humanity.
Maxim sits relaxedly in a soft chair in front of the instrument panel.
I wonder what you really think. Do you see other robots as your people? Does that emotion module of yours prick with doubt or pain when you see your kind die?
We are not obligated to answer your questions, Maxim.
Oh. I suppose the real question is, can a robot truly even die? Ah, that's a question that would have fascinated me when I was younger.
Maxim, what did you do to the thought devices?
What makes you think I would tell you?
Maxim stands up, fixing his wrinkled trousers.
I'm not from here. I don't know what Collective 2.0 means to you or to this country. I just want to understand. You expressed concerns about it before. Maybe you think the world would be better off without it. I don't know. But what I do know is that what you've done here is wrong. Whatever the intention was, it wasn't worth killing innocent people.
Whatever the intention. You're more right than you know, young lady.
He drove out with a round belly appeared behind Maxim.
But I'm not special. Making ends justify the means. That's just the way we do things here. Haven't you figured that out?
So what teams am I supposed to be using with them? Not gonna lie. Besides that little, what is her name? Is Nora supposed to be used with them? I'm not gonna build Nora. Who are we supposed to be using with them? I didn't really, like, look that up or anything. quick lineup? Oh. Who would I even, like, use? Let me think. I don't remember who they were who they had with them. Oh well.
There is time still to avoid this fate.
Simulate calculation.
Doom.
Draw strength from the heroes of yore.
Sacrifice holds meaning only in its warning. Life is delicate and easily lost.
An accurate reading. See how they
Do
oscillate.
not let yourself go home.
I pledge my loyalty
Interacting
to you
with
and my
polymer.
folly.
Repolymerizing. This combat will be recorded for statistics.
The robot is torn apart, its components scattering all over the floor. Sparks pop from its torn wiring, lighting Maxim's dispirited face.
Target down. Area secured.
Please, Maxim, tell us. Is there an antidote, or at least some way to prevent exposure?
Is that your best effort? The Argentum unit would have at least brought truth serum.
If you were trying to stop Collective 2.0 from launching, you already succeeded. There's no way they'll release it on schedule after everything that happened here. Do more people really need to die just to make this a bigger scandal?
Maxim places one hand on his temple, pondering, then lets it fall to his side.
Sechenov deserves every punishment coming to him. But you're right. I never wanted people to suffer in vain. There is an antidote.
Abnormal heart rhythm detected. Comrade Doctor, be careful. He may be engaging in deception.
It's all right. Please, Maxim, just share it with us.
It's a simple antidote. Though, I'm afraid I'll be taking the first dose.
Draws a pistol out of his pocket.
One shot of lead to end the suffering of a hopeless man in this hopeless country!
Maxim, no!
Oh. One piece of advice is that the auto sucks without the conduit tuning because as far as the game is considered, energy cards are not skills. Yeah, you're definitely right, but I think at the end of the day, with the level that the enemies are here, I don't think it matters. Retro-Futurism. There's strength in numbers, especially when you have a lot of windows to break. One by one, the other scientists volunteer themselves. They come wordlessly and resigned to do or die for the good of all the others. The only sound in the room is the dull moaning of the insane. Asma Jr. crosses another item off her list. There's been no sign of improvement for any attempt yet.
Atropine, benactazine, pralidoxime. We've almost tried everything. Maybe obidoxime? We'd have to be extremely careful with the dose.
It worked! We found it!
Asma Jr. bolts up at an exclamation, though she balances optimism and pessimism as she follows the voice to its source.
The sixth antidote worked! Subject 6 has regained consciousness!
Oh, crispy critters, finally.
Don't celebrate yet. It could be terminal lucidity. We'll need to observe him a little longer, but We can start preparing his antidote for the others. If we determine it's effective, we'll start treatment in order of severity and length of seizure.
Major Junior's commands are carried out immediately. Soon the first group of patients regains consciousness.
Phew. That's an immediate amelioration of symptoms. I think we've found our winner. It's strange. I can almost feel the polymer reacting inside me.
It's possible that you're more sensitive to the treatment, just like you predicted.
I think you may have saved my life, Mesmer.
Just don't ever make me have to do this for you again. No more random injections. Got it?
That's asking a lot for a Laplace researcher, don't you think?
This isn't Laplace. You really can be insufferable sometimes. What happened to the power? Is anyone using a respirator? Get them on a backup immediately.
It's not the power. Everything's still running.
Self-destruct sequence activated. Countdown. 15 minutes.
Self-destruct sequence?
Mesmer Jr. and Little X. Mesmer Jr. and Little X. Your parent is waiting for you at the power control room. Repeat. Your parent is
Yo, what's
waiting
up,
for you
Drain?
at the power
What's up, dude?
control room.
Huh?
That has to be Vertin. She might be in trouble. I guess we'll have to go find our parent.
Nav scientist sits up and unties the ropes around his body while his colleague rolls her eyes.
Looks like I don't need to worry about your condition. Are you sure you're ready for action?
Absolutely. Just as long as you don't expect me to be as dexterous as the twins.
But what about the other patients?
We've got things handled here. We've even got the drunk back on his feet. Just go.
Tereshkova has sent out a broadcast to your colleagues. A large number of Maxim's robots appear to be leaving their patrol routes.
Wait, what's going on, dude? You're at work today?
Given the circumstances, any attempt at evacuation will be a significant risk. Should we proceed?
We have to do whatever we can to preserve lives.
Understood. I will attempt to locate suitable vehicles within the facility. Comrade Doctor, your friends will arrive in 3.
Oops! Left opens the door, allowing two Laplace researchers to tumble inside. They look singed and smell of burning metal as the door closes. A horde of violent robot slams up against the heavy door.
What's this about a self-destruct sequence, Vertin? Where's Maxim?
Her eyes follow a glance down to the floor. Maxim lies in a pool of scarlet blood. A hole is pierced through his temple. His hand is still clutching the instrument of his
I
demise.
couldn't stop him. The
Oh, he
sequence was
killed
activated as soon
himself.
as he died.
It appears that Maxim programmed a tripwire into the facility's self-destruct protocols. The only way to abort the procedure is to enter the administrator password, which has been altered. Speculation.
And only Maxim knows the password.
As Virginia moves her eyes from Maxim to her companion and immediately connects why she is needed here.
I may be able to use artificial somnambulism to extract information from his dying brain matter, but there is a complication.
She needs not state the obvious to anyone present. A bullet went through his head.
Let's hope he didn't destroy his hippocampus.
He's been polymerized, right? We already saw that it preserves some measure of the individual's brain activity after death.
But we can't possibly predict how artificial somnambulism would interact with a technology like that. And even so, we know that the polymer doesn't preserve life. It only extends a limited imprint. We can't be sure of the extent or even the stability of Maxim's memories. Diving into a dead man's dreams, even if we were fully equipped, and we're not, we could still end up lost in it.
Nevertheless, what other option do we have?
So, I'll play the mad scientist yet again. It's becoming a pattern working with you two. X, I'll need some improvised equipment, I'll make a list. I don't care if they run on a hamster wheel or marbles running down a course. Just make them functional.
I'll facilitate your every expectation. Left, would you mind giving me a hand?
Searching for keywords. Artificial somnambulism. 0 results found. But I am at your service, comrade doctors.
First, we need a glass harmonica. Is there one here?
Unfortunately, the Polymer Exhibition Hall does not contain any musical instruments of that variety.
But it's essential for artificial somnambulism. X, can you build it?
Sure. Give me 4 hours and a room the size of a football field.
This isn't the time for jokes. Left. Could you find a suitable substitute?
Searching for exhibits with similar functions and potentially useful raw materials.
As we're waiting for the most dramatic moment, the repair vendor in the corner reactivates, bathing the room in red scanner light.
Sounds like you could use a little assistance.
Yeah, you're at work trying to stay awake. Almost time for the second shift. Oh god.
I can make you a glass harmonica. Just so long as you give me what I need.
Nora, I thought you were out of commission.
Truth be told, I've been trying to get out of this place since the self-destruct sequence started. But I'm trapped here, alone and unloved. If only some handsome hero were around to carry me to safety. But since I don't want to die surrounded by a bunch of brats, how about you help a girl out and feed me?
Okay.
We'll need as much glass as we can find.
Yeah, they're just shoving glass in here. In no time at all, X has managed to direct the construction of an awkward but functional glass harmonica, though the various parts nearly fill up the entire room.
Your intuitive grasp of technology is astounding, comrade doctor. I have made a recording of your process for future reference.
I know I said you could make it any way you like, but will this thing really work?
I'm positively certain. It's an unorthodox design, I know, but the physics are sound.
I'll take your word for it. Now, who's going to dive into Maxim's dream?
Oof, I wouldn't dare be caught with such a hideous man. That hole in his head was practically an improvement.
Me! Let me try!
No, you're the only one who can fix the machine if anything happens.
Number of candidates dwindles.
I'll go. I have experience stream diving.
You may require the assistance of someone familiar with polymer-based technology. With your permission, I will accompany you, comrade.
It should be possible to send you both. I've created an interface on the device that Left can plug into directly.
I suggest against it. We can't afford to lose both of you.
Your concern is noted, Miss Mesmer. But the risks are greater if either of us goes alone.
I'm going to need a long vacation after this. Vertin, put the helmet on. Left,
Isn't this supposed to be her
There may
vacation?
be a brief tingling sensation, but don't panic. It won't last.
A tingling.
Yes, one of the side effects of artificial somnambulism.
Understood. Ready to connect.
We trust you, Mesmer Jr. X.
Appreciate it, Vertin. I'll fortify the room as best as I can. We should be able to hold out for now.
All right. I'll guide you in.
Okay. Trapped in Limbo. Limbo. The deaths of a soul trapped in the past.
Mama, when will you be back?
Before you know it, Fania.
Will I see you tomorrow? Mama?
Maxim's subconsciousness.
As I feared, the dream is unstable. There's abnormal data mixed in with Maxim's fading memories. I presume it's coming from the polymer.
Strange dilapidated room. Through the doorway it seems to lead to another seemingly identical room, and then another and another, as though it were a maze of
I hear
mirrors.
you, Mesmer. I think the room I'm in must be Maxim's home.
The stream is likely to be different from anything you've ever handled before. I don't know what lies ahead.
I'll be ready. Just keep things running up there.
Stanley grandfather clock tolls in the time, and with it, a woman appears by the dining table.
Hurry up, Vanya.
Maxim trudges to the doorway and sits down at the table, not as a child, but as a full-grown man.
You'll have to head straight to school after breakfast. Remember what I told you. Wash your hands, keep your mask on, and apply disinfectant as soon as you get home. That's right.
Woman holds up another finger with each reminder. It's the gentle sing-song instruction of a mother to her young child, completely oblivious to his apparent age. But the woman turns to the sink and goes through the motions of washing a dish. Yet there is nothing in her hands. A moment later, she answers an unheard question.
No. Mama probably won't be home tonight. Neither will Papa. Have you finished? Off to school, then. Let the teachers know right away if you feel ill. Understood?
Woman removes her apron and dons a doctor's cut as she bids Maxim a simple, affectionate goodbye. As she leaves, Maxim rises from his seat and stretches toward the grandfather clock. He pulls delicately on the minute hand, forcing it back counterclockwise.
Hurry up, Vanya.
Maxim re-enters from the same door and sits at the dining table
Wash your
again.
hands, keep your mask on, and apply disinfectant as soon as you get
Everything proceeds as just ahead before, a repeated moment frozen in time.
This subliminal space bears notable similarities to Limbo.
Limbo? Like in the Divine Comedy?
The name was chosen based on its similarity to the liminal spiritual realm. We use it to refer to subconscious spaces generated by polymerized individuals.
Limbo.
It appears that this bears a strong resemblance to the space created by your artificial somnambulism device. However, it is not clear if this space is in fact Limbo, or a dream, or some reflection of them both.
Maxim does not react to their conversation, nor indeed even to his mother. Simply returns to the clock, time after time winding the moment
We're
back.
on a deadline, remember? We need to induce Maxim to recall his password. But try not to push him too hard. There's no telling what additional stress might do to the dream state. We're already operating in the margins. Maybe start by collecting clues from the surroundings.
This moment must be from Maxim's childhood. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Speculation. This appears to be during the early months of the plague. During this time, hospitals were overloaded, and doctors were often forced to work long hours, isolated in quarantine zones.
As they talk, the clock's hands suddenly speed up, fast forward the scene in the room until it chimes again. Maxim sits still at the dining table, staring out into the void.
Do you hear that?
They are announcing funerals, Comrade Doctor.
Maxim turns toward the door, his face expressionless and hollow. Cries seem to come from all sides of the room. Guess his parents left. Yeah, I mean, they just died, I guess.
Come here,
from the
Vanya.
plague.
Don't be afraid.
Man resembling Maxim crouches in front of him, hugging an invisible
That
figure.
must be Maxim's father.
Your mama is fine. I got a call from her earlier. She's just too busy to come home. You know, your mama is very brave. She is doing a great service for us all. Someone must go to the hospitals and take care of all the sick. I know you miss her. So do I.
Never mind.
But there are others that need her more than we do now.
I understand why they made him into the main antagonist. There weren't that many options from Atomic Heart. So he is the main antagonist then. Andre speaks gently to the invisible figure.
Now your papa has a job to do too. So you must stay here and take good care of yourself until we get back. Don't worry about me, son. I'll send our little robot round to say hi whenever I can.
Ram produces a small robot from his pocket. It looks identical to the one in Maxim's family photo.
That sickness has hurt many people, but your papa will do something to stop it. Since robots never get sick, we'll have them keep the world spinning. That is how we will save our land and our people.
Andre passes the invisible figure to the little robot. It disappears as soon as it leaves his hand.
Promise me, you'll take good care of yourself, Vanya.
The number of deaths had already exceeded 20 million at this point. Soviet society was on the verge of collapse. And the death toll continued to rise until Dr. Sechenov helped to invent the redemption vaccine using his polymer.
Maxim at least seems to react to their presence, though he does not turn to face them. Andre leaves, and the clock's hands speed up once more. Maxim returns to the dining table. Knock. The door opens. Two men in protective suits enter the room, but before they say anything, that same and near invisible presence rushes over to hug them, yet they seem to be pushed away.
You're mistaken, comrade. We're not your parents.
Seem to have heard someone and look at each other.
Listen, son. Can you gather up your family's papers? Then you'll need to come with us. Your parents... They... Anyway, just follow us.
Oh yeah, they
We'll
died.
take you to them.
Drawers open and close in rapid succession as the presence seems to follow their orders. After the last one is closed, the two men escort the invisible child outside. The clock stops ticking.
I think that might be all that's left of his memories.
Maxim at least turns to face them, though he gives them only a single empty glance before he staggers back toward the grandfather clock. This time, however, one of them stands in his way.
Who are you people? Leave me alone!
Maxim, you can still save lives before it's too late.
Oh, it's time to let go.
Why?
Why?
Maxim's voice booms out everywhere and all at once. Even the knives and forks on the table clatter with his voice.
Yeah, I left with those men. I saw my neighbor hugging her mother. She was back from the hospital. I remember they had a robot carrying their suitcases. One just like my father made. She survived. She didn't leave her child alone. Why me? Why my family? It isn't right! My mother had saved her!
My father made the robots that took care of them, but they didn't get to come home. They left me alone. All I had to remember them were the tattered medals the government gave me on their behalf.
I never learned where they were buried. They could be lying in some unknown, unmarked pit. Or buried away ass!
I know all too well how painful it can be to accept your loved one's sacrifice. But we have a responsibility to ensure their deaths were not in vain.
Everywhere in the little robot collapsed suddenly.
A few memorials, a few medals, and things changed. People stopped remembering. They started saying that it was the collective that saved them. That's right. The collective. What a glorious, heartwarming name. It brings to mind all of those soldiers marching in lockstep in the celebratory parades. Thud, thud, thud. Behold our march to the future, comrades. We will build a new world forged by our hands. Aren't we all so proud of the collective? People's heads became filled with these lies. They forgot all that we had gone through. Or maybe they just wanted to forget. Then the monuments changed. Suddenly, they all had his face, his name. There was no room for any others. Names became mere statistics. Mothers and fathers, children, dead and forgotten in their millions. But not him. He was Dr. Sechenov, inventor of polymer, savior of the Soviet Union. Over and over, all the glory, all the praise, everything went to him and his damned polymer.
Maxim twists, kicking the dining table with enough force to rattle the dishes.
How can that be? Why does he live when they had to die? How can we go blindly into this world he created? Our graves were just stepping stones on his march of progress. Men like Sechenov only look forward to their bright and limitless future. To them, the sooner the dead are forgotten, the better.
That isn't true, Maxim. Of course, the ones that survive should mourn and honor those they lost. But we also have to move on. Not to forget, but to build again. You let yourself be trapped in the shadow of your loss. But I know your parents wouldn't have wanted that for you.
Don't tell me what they think!
Black smoke billows out from Maxim's body as it begins to fall apart before... specializes and takes on human forms.
And you praised me and took everything from them. It isn't fair!
Okay. There he is.
Part of our deal, I know.
Where is that budget hog hiding?
Where is my camera?
Burton, are you alright? I'm reading a massive shift in the dream space.
We're fine for now. It's just Maxim trying to stop us from exploring his memories.
I hate what this society has become. They forget so easily.
Those pocket watches are whispering something.
Don't listen to them. If they impact your emotional state, it could have unpredictable effects on the dream.
The dead emplaced you.
Calculating the Arabic parts.
Computation check.
Activated overclock restrictions lifted.
Do not let yourself go home.
Who charts the star's orbits?
Inherent defect captured.
Polymer release function engaged. Repolymerizing. Interacting with polymer. Exterior damage profile updated. My attacks have been nullified. Maxim's threat level has increased. For your safety, please stay close, comrade Doctor.
They deserve to feel all the pain they try to bury. It's only fair.
His condition appears to be deteriorating.
Friendly reminder. Your emotional disposition may influence the dream's stability over time. Keep steady.
Understood. We'll do all we can to pacify him as soon as possible.
What is this? Yeah, I should have taken energy or something.
There is no end
just across from
simulating the Chaldean order.
Magnetic field deployed.
Calculating the Arabic parts.
Sacrifice holds meaning only in its warning. Life is delicate and easily lost.
Befreie dich von den Grenzen des Geistes.
See how they oscillate. An accurate reading.
Time for the curtain call.
This must end.
The data's coming faster than we can process it. The machine won't be able to handle this much stress for long.
We need more processing power.
Please allow me to help, Comrade Doctor. Searching for computational power call protocols. Search complete. Initiating protocols. Protocols executed.
The dead embrace you.
About this world, I've been thinking.
Overclock restriction. Magnetic field deployed.
Computation check.
In memory of the dead.
Through Hypatia's sacrifice, we have reached the stars.
A flood of information.
Polymer release function engaged. Repolymerizing. Interacting with polymer. Repolymerizing. Polymer release function engaged.
Please, go ahead. There's work left here.
Okay. A drop in the ocean. Sink in or evaporate. Countless trippers fall like raindrops, each playing a different voice.
I have a son your age. Maybe you two can play together when you're feeling better.
No.
Maxim flails outward, trying to catch the chirpers as they fall, but each one passes through his fingers in
This is
vain.
a fine gadget, don't you think? Maybe we should install it in our robot's head.
We're so very grateful. Thank you. Thank you for not abandoning us.
No.
One of the chirpers reflects it in the dark pools of his eyes.
Papa? Mama?
Vanya, has our country survived?
Yes, Mama. People are even growing flowers again. I picked your favorites, but I couldn't bring them to your funeral.
Are you taking good care of yourself? What is life like
He's
now?
definitely not.
Are the people happy?
Life is...
I wish I could see all the latest technology. What can robots do now?
Maxim buries his head in his hands, his voice muffled.
It's all so wonderful, Papa. Mama. We stopped the plague, and now we're going to explore the cosmos.
And what of you, little Vanya? How have you contributed?
Everything has gotten better. I wish you could see.
We're just happy to know things are better now. Though, I admit, I am jealous of you.
Shouldn't you be angry? They're enjoying this world because of you. But they don't even know your names. They don't know what you gave up for them. What I lost for them.
Why should we be angry, son? All that we did was in the hopes that the future would be brighter for our people and for you.
The future is yours now, Vanya. All we
Is
want
it,
is
though?
for you to make it a better place.
Don't let us down.
He won't. I know our little Vanya has grown into a good man.
Sherpa drops to the ground and disappears.
No. Mama, Papa, don't go.
They have to go, Maxim. That's just the way of things. But you can choose to let them inspire you instead of dragging you into despair.
Don't push too hard, Vertin. He needs time to process things.
He's on the ground. Maxim bends over and cradles his head. His trembling fingers reach toward his temple. Oh.
I want to go home.
Warning. Data overflow detected. This space may be compromised, comrade. She's right, Vertin. I'm reading a cortisol spike. You don't have much time before his brain activity shuts down.
Crack, crack, crack. Maxim's body begins to break apart. Streams of transparent fluid leak out from his forehead and then from everywhere else.
I need to go home.
His dream state might collapse at any moment. You need to get out of there.
Not without the password. Is there anything else we can do?
Absolutely not. Your safety is top priority. Find somewhere secure now. I'm dragging you out.
Wait! That fluid must be polymer. It might still have an imprint of his memories. It's our last chance.
A sudden burst of commotion from the huddle of survivors. The leaking substance turns into a small flood, rising up to the ankles of the two intruders in his collapsing dream.
These are his memories. Then where's the password?
Did you hear me, Vertin? Get out!
Give me more time. I can still find it.
The rising fluid begins to cover the chest.
Comrade Doctor, you must leave. I will continue the mission.
What do you mean? How?
My sensors and processing ability are more efficient than yours, comrade. I will have a higher chance of retrieving the password in the time we have left.
Generates an egg-shaped barrier to create a safe zone around her companion, parting the viscous fluid like the Red Sea. Walks towards Maxim. Closer she gets, the higher the pressure on the barrier, causing its surface to crack.
Confirming Vertin's status. Operable. Disconnect.
Wait! Hold on! No!
You blew it up!
Damn, you actually made it. That's some good news, at least.
P3? What are you doing here?
We have disabled most of the facility's hostile robots, but we were unable to secure any vehicles suitable for an evacuation, requesting synchronization.
Are you alright, Vertin?
Esmer leans over to inspect her reckless colleague. X, meanwhile, is still nursing what looks to be an open hand smacked to his face. Oh, excuse me. An unforeseen consequence of his suggestion.
I'm alright, Mesmer. But left is still inside.
What the hell?
Before I got out, she...
Synchronization complete. Please allow me to provide help.
Right connects herself to the artificial somnambulism machine without hesitation.
Warning. Data overflow.
Left. Right? What are they doing?
I believe this is their method of sharing computational power, though the ballet aesthetic only serves as a personal affectation of the designer. Watch out!
Twins lie on the ground in a disjointed heap. Their bodies are charred. There's still sparks popping out of the interfaces along their spines.
Password. and antidote composition secured.
As left points at the control room's computer, the screen turns on and displays a message.
Self-destruct sequence terminated. Phew.
Esmer leans back against the wall and allows herself to sink down to the ground, where she inadvertently presses on the muzzle of X's modified gun. Click. Another sweet melody begins to chime. Oh, I'm muting it again. The familiar sweet melody begins to chime from it, playing over the exhausted assembly. As it does, the twins begin to stir. What is it? Are you all right? That song, my emotion module is experiencing a reaction to it. However, I am unable to discern the programming that explains this reaction. Has my programming been corrupted? Or do I remember it from somewhere? Please, comrade, may I listen to it again? It's a beautiful song, isn't it? I suppose even a robot might find it touching. Touching, yes. Added to the database. Something's irked me this entire time. If the twins were able to access artificial somnambulism, that must mean they have a consciousness. Perhaps they can even dream. Are we still within your artificial somnambulism, or was it only limbo after all? Can I dream? Of course you can. Bots like you and Charles gotta have feelings, right? Why else would he be such a pain in my ass? Seems like a question for another time, though. You two should get yourself prepared. I don't want the boss to blame me for you ladies falling apart. Damn, there's something familiar about that song, is there? Yeah, I can't have that song playing. I don't want to get... Yeah. There you go. I could turn it back on now. Goodbye, Chelomey. Here's a little thingy. The twins' update logs. Wherever her soul goes, it leaves a trail. Input. Released a mixture of CIS-3 hexanol, 2 acetyl, 1 pyroline, linalol, and alpha pinene. Reaction identified as spring. No further reaction. Input displayed a painting of a tilted white square covering 40% of the canvas with medium saturation and low brightness and contrast. Reaction identified as suprematism. No further reaction. Input played certain audio tracks. Reaction: when the Nutcracker was played, heads lifted slightly before returning to original posture. Conclusion: no abnormalities, mental fluctuations within standard range. Goodbye, Chelomey. Let's learn from those who have fallen or risk falling again. As the launch day of Collective 2.0 nears, Chelomey is decked out in festive decoration. The people pour into the streets to celebrate. The young visitors step out from the hospital after having been checked over and look over the festivities.
Have all the survivors recovered?
Yeah, seems like the government is still reeling from the diplomatic fracas, and they've locked down the exhibition hall. But the worst of it is over. No news about the twins, though. I hope they're all right.
They're actually coming to pick us up. Seems like Dr. Sechenov has already installed them into brand new bodies.
And what about Maxim? How do they deal with him?
I have no idea. Perhaps Dr. Sechenov will know.
Good. I have some questions for him, too.
Young visitors walk toward a vehicle with the twins, await them in that same ever-graceful pose. Sechenov looks out toward them through the vehicle's window.
If it isn't our young scientists. What a pleasure to get a chance to see you once again. If only I had time to sit and chat.
It's good to see you as well, Dr. Sechenov.
I am dreadfully sorry to have dragged you into all this, comrades. Yet I must commend you on your heroic efforts during this crisis. You saved many lives, and for that I am grateful. Would you allow me the honor of shaking your hands?
Sechenov shakes hands with each of them, his palm warm and firm, showing genuine care for the young visitors.
I've been wondering how I might reward you for all you've done. I don't suppose you would be interested in studying here in the Soviet Union? I would be more than happy to organize some scholarships and accommodations. You'll have promising careers in the Collective 2.0 project after you graduate. A bright, limitless future awaits.
Of course, we're extremely grateful for the offer. Unfortunately, we have to return to our home soon.
Visitors pause and look at each other.
Dr. Sechenov, I must be frank. We're deeply concerned about the safety of Collective 2.0 after these events. Are you really going to proceed with the launch?
The academician thinks for a moment before he answers.
Naturally, this Maxim incident has forced us to look deeply into the security of the network. There are no words to express my regret in not anticipating these possible security issues earlier. But we've analyzed the risks thoroughly. My colleagues are already hard at work closing the system back doors that were used, and we've built in an early warning system to detect similar attempts in the future. I'm entirely confident that these measures will allow Collective 2.0 to launch without any further risk. But we cannot step back from the march of progress. The potential benefits to our people and our nation's development demand we press onward.
Apparently the incident has not shaken Sechenov's confidence in his invention.
The march of progress. I admit, it will be a revolutionary paradigm shift, if it works.
If hangs in the air like a lit fuse, said with all the confidence that one might change the Earth's rotation.
Of course it will. We stand on the threshold of a perfect society. The goal of my life's work, and that of every Soviet scientist.
His answer makes it clear he has no intention to justify himself further. Their questions die unspoken.
One more thing, Dr. Sechenov. It's about Maxim.
Sechenov sighs.
His body has been taken care of. As for the loose ends, we're still discussing the matter internally. I hope to find a resolution that satisfies everyone. The question remains how he accomplished this attack. Someone must have backed his play for their own purposes, and I suspect I know who. Molotov and I have always had differences. Oh, my apologies. It's nothing to trouble you with. Please enjoy the celebration. You must excuse me for not accompanying you further, but I'm sure you understand I have a busy schedule ahead.
We appreciate your hospitality. Goodbye, Dr. Sechenov.
Goodbye, young scientists. I look forward to hearing about your future achievements.
Vehicle drives away to avoid being completely surrounded. The trio is forced to dodge into an alley to get away from the frantic crowd.
Over here.
Huh?
K3's voice booms from the riverside, where a Dropa drone is serving him a glass of soda.
This celebration's not too shabby, honestly. You kids want to have some fun before you head out?
Dropa drone stops in front of the young visitors.
3 sodas, please.
If I've got the memo right, the boss is going to give a big speech before the launch.
The formation consisting of young people marches beneath them in unison, their faces serious.
What's that formation?
Well, let me see. The banner says, "Families of fallen heroes, in memory of those who sacrificed everything for the Soviet Union."
Life ends. That much is clear to everyone, but in the cheering faces of the crowd, there's a promise that those that came before pave the way for tomorrow.
The sacrifices of one generation fuel the achievements of the next. Even if it takes many generations to get there, those dreams may still come true.
You gotta put that on a plaque, kid. Come on, don't be so serious. Let's have a little music to lighten the mood. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
X points his music box gun at the sky and pulls the trigger. Bang! A burst of colorful ribbons fires out in lieu of bullets, accompanied by the soft chime of the music box. Gotta mute it again. You rigged that up in the hospital. Gotta admit that it's impressive. That was a firearms expert, but he managed to make a gun work better with just a music box. Gotta teach me your tricks. It's kind of a patented technique. Couldn't say that. P3 puts his arm around X's neck, jokingly attempting to make him surrender his patent. I seem to be getting along well. Typical boys. Still find myself thinking about how Left reacted to this song. Wonder what it means to her. It's real beauty. Kind of song you might play before you propose to a girl. Gives up on squeezing the secret out of X. Clearly interested in the topic of the song. What's it called? That would be Waltz of the Flowers, Major. Yeah, I figures it'd be something like that. Can't shake the feeling. I've heard it somewhere. No clue where, though. It is a popular song. I wouldn't be surprised if you had heard it before. That's more than that. It's sticking to me like it meant something to me before I lost my memory. Maybe I really did propose to someone with that song. Why do they always use, like, amnesia, like, stuff in... Oh, my gosh, and a lot of gotchas in games now, man. Can only imagine they chose the song then. While Peter falls into a distracted conversation with Charles, X manages to escape from his grasp and sneak back to his friends. I think our experiment is coming to an end. As a gun salute sounds, countless balloons fly into the sky, and a great cheer goes up from the crowd. Oh, that's my balloon. Which one? I don't know which one, but where are they going? To the future. We decided on a souvenir for Madame Lucy. Well... There. An unfinished letter. The true greatness lies in what pushes humans beyond their limits. Archived conversation. Date from Dr. Sechenov to the future of humanity. I used to believe that with robots freeing humans from all the dangerous and repetitive work, we would spend more time pursuing scientific and artistic breakthroughs, which would accelerate the development of human civilization, but I overlooked at the fact that most humans are born sinners. Their greed and sloth are magnified by technology, hindering our advancement to a better world. Therefore, we must start a new project to change this situation. Excise the negative aspect of human nature and bring true freedom to the world. Classified file happened and disappeared in history. Location, power control room, polymer, exhibition hall, exhibits, metal watch, chirper chain, service pistol. Description, no signs of a struggle. Analysis of exhibits indicates they belong to Maxim. Witnesses claimed that Maxim committed suicide using the service pistol. Death confirmed. Corpse intact except one gunshot. No signs of dismemberment or relocation. Post-mortem report empty. Polymer analysis empty. Authorized by the Politburo. The nature of being. Future lies ahead, but will it bring new advancements or devastation?
That is unexpected.
As the trio returns from the stage, they notice that what they intended to bring has disappeared, and instead is a chirper.
Is this the hydrogen cell that you mentioned?
No.
It does have a very unique appearance for a power cell. Though I take it that this may be a consequence of the alternate technology involved.
No, it's not a power cell. Just a talking pocket watch.
What a remarkable outcome. The object changed entirely during the transfer. I guess this is another fascinating aspect of the stage. An unaccounted variable. Like the butterfly effect, a hydrogen cell turned into a chirper. The science of that alone is worth studying. Don't you think?
Indeed. I am immediately curious what effect the stage might have on my own body if I attempted to travel through it.
What's funny is that they like advertised with like the first trailer, like Lucy and whatnot, like with the twins. And it's like, at least so far, I mean, there's only like 2 parts left. Like, why advertise that? Literally false advertisement, man. like, well, and like, not gonna lie, Lucy has like barely any. I mean, her role's important. She's there like for safety reasons and to like, you know, with the machine and stuff, and to like help them out when they need it. But dude, she didn't like do anything here. She was like not even a big part of the story. It's like they made it seem like she was gonna be have a bigger role. Anyway, indeed, I'm immediately curious what effect the stage might have on my own body if I attempt to travel through it.
Would my robotic shell change to fit the local culture and technology of the destination, just as it did Verton's outfit?
Why not give it a try and find out? I can activate it again anytime. It's about time you took a vacation, Madam Lucy.
Should you intend to visit again, I will make certain to register you as legal visitors.
Never mind, does appear on the communicator screen.
Thank you for your offer, but I am afraid I have to decline.
Oh, okay, well, now they met.
I believe our team is in need of an immediate physical examination after the events they have gone through. In particular, to determine the effects of a certain injection.
Personally, I'm entirely intrigued by the possibility of keeping this polymer in my bloodstream.
Okay.
Your well-being is top priority in this particular matter, Researcher X.
Scold his ass.
Can we make it short? The stage could change its destination anytime. I don't want to ruin Madame Lucy's prospects for a vacation.
You'll need a thorough examination, I'm afraid. We can't run the risk that the polymer shifted during travel as well. You can tell Lucy all about our findings while you recuperate at the rehab center.
Fine. You're the boss.
While I am intrigued by the prospect of traveling, the changing destinations of the stage do not follow fixed patterns. I am willing to roll the dice, as you might say.
I'll get X to the rehab center and make sure he stays put. Why don't you spend some time here while you can, Madam Lucy?
Then visitors organize their reports and set off for the rehab center. Soon the laboratory quiets down.
There appears to be a strong rapport between you and your researchers.
It pleases me to hear you say that. I will take that as a marked improvement of my understanding of humanitarianism. From my cursory reading of Verton's report, I have already learned a great deal about your world. Despite running dozens of simulated scenarios, I still find it hard to pinpoint the divergence between our world's respective technological progression. Another fascinating element of scientific discovery.
Scientific development is often shaped by the demands of the environment. Perhaps the unique struggles of your world led to a divergence in technological need, just as they did in ours.
If I have learned anything from humans, it is that their greatest motivation is and has always been survival. It is admirable, even if it can lead science towards destructive paths. The greatest danger lies in giving up and dwelling in the mistakes of the past. I have lived through many generations of human technology and observed their progress firsthand. Setbacks and disasters are inevitable, but there will always be those willing to take risks to bring about a better world. Innovation is a process that feels in many ways like laying track before a speeding train. Too often, we only see the hazards ahead when it is too late to change course. But as long as humanity survives, they will learn from those harsh lessons and overcome.
Analysis. Your theory of human progress bears a strong resemblance to the process of natural selection.
Perhaps so. But the random dictates of genetic mutation are a much slower process. I have seen human innovation leapfrog eons of natural development within a single generation. I am excited to see where they will go next.
Lucy removes her human mask, revealing her expressionless metallic face beneath, yet the red light pulses, pondering the future. In that moment, standing on the bridge between two worlds, two forms of inorganic life discuss the very nature of being. Oh, is that it? Oh, I thought there was like... I thought they went up to part 16. Well shit, I mean... Okay. I guess we could talk about it a little bit. What is this? Areas to explore on Facility 3826. First destination will be the Chelomey... Okay, well, I shouldn't have clicked this yet. Multiple encounters in every facility. Some of them increase exploration progress up to alarm level. Okay. Anyway, where to begin? How do I feel about this, huh? Where do I even begin? I will say that playing this kind of gives me like a small perspective into like, I guess, the Atomic Heart world. Like I could like envision it. I am curious, like, where they're gonna go with the second Atomic Heart and whatnot. Since they revealed a sequel, like, a sequel and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, the story seemed okay. It wasn't too shabby. Like, it wasn't bad. Wasn't good, like, crazy good either. But I think it was, like, alright. I mean, I already talked about the stuff with Lucy. I think that's kind of, like, deceiving. The plot for this, that was whatever, I guess. But I think it was fun though. It wasn't boring or anything. Whoa, what is happening to the stuff? Is it like... Hold on, I need to refresh the... Actually, I think it like broke. Yeah, my like stuff like completely like messed up. My OBS. I don't know what happened. Let me put on Stream Manager instead so I could see. That's never happened before. Oh no, it fixed now. Well, that was strange. Maxim is an original character. I actually did not know that. That is actually pretty cool. I actually would have expected him to, yeah, be in the actual game. That's pretty sick. They wrote a cool character then. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what else is there to talk about, huh? I mean, usually when stuff is like pretty self-explanatory, I feel like there's not much to say. I mean, I kind of don't have any thoughts. Technically, the story is like a prequel to Atomic Heart, so the game and its music are not involved. For better or worse. For the game events. Yeah, I mean, I think for what it is, I had fun with it. Was the story very good? I think for having from 0 to 15 chapters, I mean, I think it was like fine. Was it something grand, something like a must read? I don't think so, but now, I guess the collab... Okay, besides the story... Now, the interfaces and everything here... I love the interfaces and the UI. Everything is, like, lovely. I'm not gonna lie, I have not really... Like, now, the twins and everything, and their gameplay, they seem kind of fun. I'm still not interested in them and whatnot. I mean, I already kind of built them and whatnot. Maybe I'll try them out here and there. I'm gonna be autoing with them. I will say that, so I can just get their bond stuff up all the way. I'm not gonna build Nora or whatever her name was. I mean, so far so good. I mean, the whole patch itself too has been okay so far. Another short patch for some, like, you know, funny enough. I kind of, you know what's funny? I'm looking at Nora right now, and I kind of thought she was gonna play a bigger role. She really didn't, though. Also. Yeah, I think that's it, though. I mean, if I were gonna rate it, at least the story... What would I rate? Now, the update itself, I mean, I've barely done anything, but if I were to rate the update, I'm gonna give it, like, maybe like a 7. The story, if I'm gonna rate it... It's kind of conflicting because, I mean, I enjoyed it, but then the story is kind of predictable. Like, I kind of want to give it like a 6 out of 10 for the story. But the fun I had with it is probably like... like a 7 maybe. Or the fun I had with it is probably like a 7 or like a 7.5 or like maybe like a 7. That's not too shabby. Yeah, like it's okay. And whatnot. It is what it is. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. That was the Reverse Atomic Heart collab. I can't think of anything else to bring up about this. Again, UI and everything is honestly, the UI is probably like one of the best parts of the whole thing. Menus are good. The OST was good. I sadly had to mute because like for the Nutcracker music. I don't want to like get a little mark on my account or have to like deal with like muting that shit on YouTube when I upload this. I feel like for collab patches, I really do think the Assassin's Creed one was way better. I'm not gonna lie. In like every form, it was just better. Like every single faucet, it was like that much better. Story was better. I loved the UI on it more. The sound effects, the characters' gameplay. Like again, I can't say much on the gameplay because I've barely played them. The twins or Nora, but I think it's gonna probably be like that. I think it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't help also that I haven't played Atomic Heart, and I with Assassin's Creed, dude, I played Assassin's Creed day one, like from the very first one when it came out, and I was like. Sadly, that was like kind of like the final like Assassin's Creed that I kind of like finished, and then after that I like never. I played like 2. I played Unity. I've played like I think I played Black Flag and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not I'm not a mega like fan of that franchise either, but. From what I've seen of the games and what I've played, again, at least from the first one, and the first one's not even the best one, I really did enjoy my experience with that series. I will say, again, from this, like, it's okay. But whatever they plan for the next collab, if the game exists by that point in time, because everything, you know, nobody knows anything nowadays, everything could just drop at the, you know... Drop like a fly now. I mean, hey, look at... I don't want to shoot shots, but look at Snowbreak. That game's about to EOS, and they just had a good comeback. And now it's about to die again. Yeah, I don't know. I would... Like, if, like, any personal, like, recommendations for collabs, I mean, I definitely would say, you know, we've been saying it for... maybe like a year or 2 already, but yeah, I think Back to the Future would be very good. Back to the Future would be cool. Imagine playing as having the DeLorean in the game. If I were to have like from an anime, I probably would use Steins Gate. I'm not gonna lie. And there's like a lot of other time travel series you could literally just use. Like, I shit you not. And if you could, like, just looking at anime, I mean, man, you could probably use a whole boatload. But, you know, like, I mean, look at PGR. Their next thing is Data Live, and they're having, what is her face? That little eye. What's her name? I don't even know her name anymore. But the girl with the little golden eye, like the heterochromia eyes, the red and golden. She has like a little clock in her eye. They're having her in the game. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, some collabs are pretty good, some aren't. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Thanks for everybody chilling, whether it was on the stream side or those that watched from the VOD. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Did you guys enjoy the story? What did you guys think of the collab? Did you guys pick the twins? Let me know your thoughts and opinion on the overall update, the whole collab itself. But yeah, I will catch you guys on another one very, very soon. Take care. It is